Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be making some significant changes to the layout. This section right here is the same section I've had since 2007, and throughout its history, it's been a fantastic layout. I really couldn't be happier with it, but I have quite literally outgrown it in the sense that I'm now a lot taller than I was back in the day, and I just don't find that my back is having it anymore. So the goal today is going to be raising the entire layout, which is certainly not going to be a small feat. It was built in 4 different sections. This section in 2007, this one in 2012, this section in 2017, and this one most recently in 2020. So we've got about 250 pounds of layout, all separated to some extent. I've already gone ahead and cut a whole bunch of different slabs of wood. These are not going to be a permanent fixture, but they are going to be very helpful in raising the layout because I figure the only way to do so is to do it kind of like a ½ inch at a time. So my goal is to raise the layout, then raise another leg, and then just kind of keep stacking these up until it's at the desired height. Now, last night I put some of these in place just to kind of do a test, and trying to raise this layout manually and get these things under it was a bit awkward, so I think I need to figure out a new system, but I've got an idea. So I just quickly went and swiped this car jack, so I'm thinking this will go on the ground. And then with the correct size board, we just kind of size it up till it's about perfect. And then to really bring the project upscale, let's get this thing rotating. Now if that's secured, the layout should be able just to go up, up, and away. Just got my foreman coming over here to approve the site. We'll see what he thinks, see if we can get the clear to finish working on the beams. What do you think, Cat? Yeah? Alright, well, Nerf Cat says that he doesn't like these beams, so we're gonna have to knock those out and replace them with some actual supports. I'll get a measuring tape, we'll figure out how big those need to be, chop them up with a miter saw, and throw them in there to replace this very precarious looking support. Well, I'm quite happy with how this table turned out. It certainly looks a lot tidier, and more importantly, it seems super stable and made this actually a lot more level, so those are all the improvements I was looking for. So we'll move on to working on the next table. Now this one's going to have to be treated slightly differently because unlike this, where it was created out of 2 pieces of wood and I could easily just add another one in the middle, this was made out of an old dining table and uses a more conventional style of table leg. Now, could just add a board, which would run from here and just extend longer than the leg, but I don't think that that would look very good, and I don't know how stable it would be on its own. So what I've done is I've already gone and cut up a piece of wood, and this is a lot thinner than the other style of leg. What I'm thinking is that we kind of cut up a whole bunch of pieces similar to this. We put one like this and another one sideways, so it's going to kind of look similar to this and might make the whole table as a whole look a little bit more symmetric. So we'll cut more of these up and see what we can do here. Well, I think that that looks pretty clean, and more importantly, it's leveled this out, so I think I'll just repeat the process on the other legs. Obviously going to sand these too to take out all the marks and kind of rough areas of wood, which I think will make this look a lot better as well. This one had to be cut special to make clearance for these 2 beams, which were added on when this extension was put in place, so I think that will work okay. So the main reason I want 2 boards is just because the L will add a lot of strength. Well, here it is. All 16 legs are installed. I'm so far very happy with how it's looking. I mean, there's some sanding and other stuff I want to do, but so far, in terms of just making the layout a lot more level, I'm very happy with it. Like, if you look down the track sort of lengthwise, it's pretty much flat the entire way, and it definitely was not like that before. So not only has it helped to raise the layout to a better height, but it's actually more level than it was before. I mean, you know, you can definitely tell where the addition was added on, but the nice thing is that because of this, this is actually going to be adjustable now, so if I ever need to raise it any further, can reuse the same legs, which is certainly a huge pro. Now, even though the track work is looking super level, I definitely want to test it, because as you saw in the videos, the track was heaving quite a bit as I was making the adjustments, and I think it's all okay. It looks visibly fine, but I certainly want to test it out. I've got the perfect locomotive to do so. It's a Bachmann Daylight, and the reason that it's perfect for this job is because it will derail if there's something just slightly wrong with the track. I mean, you could look at this locomotive the wrong way and it would definitely derail. So if this thing can make some laps around the layout without derailing, I think that we'll be able to call it a day with this project. Okay, well, that seems fine. Let's test it in the other direction now. I tell you what, if it can pull this off while hauling cargo, I'm going to be quite impressed. Okay, very good. I'll get a locomotive now on the inner circuit, and we'll put on a different engine which can handle the sharper corners and also run it through the mountain layout, because that was also adjusted as well. Okay, I went ahead and I got 2 separate trains all set up. We got this larger locomotive to test out the inside loop, and a bit of a smaller train for the outside one, just so that the 18 radius curves hopefully won't have any issues with it. I mean, we're really just testing the sections in between each layout. That's really where I think problems might be. So I'll get this one underway. And we'll send it through a second time just for good measure here. Well folks, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm so far very happy with the table's new height. I think it's going to be a lot easier to work with, and moreover, it's actually made everything more level, so I think now that the track's a bit more even, the likelihood of derailments and uncoupling issues should be a little bit lower. Might have to make some little adjustments here and there, but I think overall this is a great start. And with that, I just want to thank you all so much for watching.